Hey guys, D. Keith Jones here, the pastor at Rock Point Church in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, and the author of the Sheriff Adonai book series. Going to start something new this weekend. Going to try to do the Sunday sermon in 3 minutes. I know many of you didn't make it to church today, and if you've got 3 minutes, 180 seconds, I want to give you an overview of what we talked about today. So here we go. Are you ready? 3 minutes. I'm going to start my stopwatch and do my best to try to keep it to 3 minutes. So here we go. This morning we talked about King Jehoshaphat from 2 Chronicles chapter 20. In chapter 19, Jehoshaphat has just gone through the land of Jerusalem and Judea, and he's cleaned up all the Asherah poles, all of the poles of idolatry. He has appointed new judges who are going to rule the land in accordance to what God wants, as opposed to in favor of just people's opinion. So in chapter 20, the enemies begin to attack. The first thing I want you to know, whenever you try to do something for God, whenever you make some kind of vow that you're going to start doing better, just expect the enemy to attack. So that's number one. But chapter 20 is an incredible chapter. I'm going to go very quickly through 7 things that we need to acknowledge when we're in the battles of life. Number one, acknowledgement of the enemy will get me focused on the right defense. When you acknowledge there's a war out there, you will become ready to get the right defense. And too many of God's Christians, his good kids, don't pay attention that the enemy is trying to attack you and your family. Number 2, acknowledgement of God's guidance will allow you to find the right direction. I acknowledge that God will guide me. I need to consult with him. If we haven't consulted with God, more than likely we're traveling down the wrong road. Because I want you to read this later. Galatians chapter 5, 17 through 22 tells us that the flesh cannot follow what God wants. We have to be in touch with the Spirit. Number 3, acknowledgement of God's power will increase my faith. In verses 5 through 9 of chapter 20, Jehoshaphat goes over and over, reminding God of what he's done in the past. But really it's reminding Jehoshaphat, and Jehoshaphat's faith just grows. Let's move to number 4. Number 4, acknowledgement of my helpless state and God's unlimited capabilities will help you release your grip on the situation. When I understand how big God is, I will let go and let God fight this battle. Number 5, acknowledge that most of the voices in your life have not heard from God. Too often we seek so many different opinions. We talk to friends and family, and they may be well-meaning Christians. But in this passage, if you'll read 13 and 14, pay close attention. All of Judah and Jerusalem was fasting and praying, but only one man, a man by the name of Jehaziel, had heard from God. So you want to make sure you're hearing from God and not the noise of everyone else. Number 6, acknowledge that life's battles belong to God. Jehoshaphat's message is, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged by this mighty army, for the battle is not yours, but God's. That's verse 15. This is God's battle. And then finally, number 7, acknowledgement that you do not possess a weapon capable of winning the battle. That's verse 16 and 17. Jehoshaphat says, God, we don't have a weapon. You do not have a defense attorney. You do not have a strategy. You do not have enough wisdom. You don't have a gun big enough to fight your battles. And the quicker you can realize, God, I need your help to win these battles. All right, there it is, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. We made it, 3 minutes, the message in 3 minutes. That was found in 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verses 1 through verse 17. So go back and read that in your spare time. The other reference was Galatians chapter 5. Let me find that for you. Galatians 5. It's right here, 17 through 22. So I pray you have a blessed week. Remember, the Sheriff Adonai audiobook is now available on Amazon. And we'll put some links in this feed. You can go out and get it. The paperbacks are still there. Ebook is still available. So all of those are available. Some exciting news coming about the other book 2 and book 3 will be coming in a few days. But 3 minutes with Pastor Keith. If you enjoyed this, if this helps you, then I'll start doing this every Sunday afternoon. 3-minute snapshot of the message. If you want to hear the entire message, go to Rock Point Church's YouTube page and you can get the entire message. But this is 3 minutes with D. Keith Jones. God bless you, and y'all have a great evening. Good night.